I swear to God, I swear to God, the media in this country is absolutely useless. These people serve no purpose. Well, Casey, not all members of the media are people. Some choose to identify as birthing persons. Yeah, that's exactly my point. I'm sure they go to bed at night snuggled up with their emotional support llama. The media's always been hard on presidents. During the 90s, for example, some in the media were harsh on the physical appearance of Hillary and Chelsea Clinton. They were absolutely brutal towards Bill Clinton during the Monica Lewinsky scandal. When George Bush was elected in 2000, all we heard from the media was stolen election, rigged election, Bush family collusion. Now, they eased up on the W after 9/11 just a little bit, but for the remaining 6 or so years of his presidency, the mainstream media relentlessly attacked George Bush. They turned that dude into a pariah. George Bush couldn't do anything right. He couldn't tie his shoes without the media finding a way to complain about it. They have always been rough on presidents, but to my knowledge, I don't think the media has ever feared a president like they fear Donald Trump. Shitfucks in the media, they are literally afraid of Donald Trump. He gives them nightmares, which is one of the primary symptoms of OMB, Orange Man Bad. Now, as you guys know, 90% of the media has been diagnosed with stage 4 OMB. Symptoms include nightmares, allergies to the sun, as well as the truth, along with gender confusion. I once heard a story about this young man named Nate. He was a sophomore at Woke U, bright young kid. He was majoring in broadcast journalism. He spent the summer interning at MSNBC. Only took 2 weeks for Nate to have OMB infect his mind. Next thing you know, Nate returns home for Thanksgiving, broom in one hand, wig in the other, telling his parents he now goes by Natalia and uses shitfuck pronouns. It's been about a month since Elon Musk spent $44 billion to purchase the expensive dump known as Twitter. He wasted no time getting rid of the filth, fired the CEO, fired some executives, some of the non-binary nerds working in the IT department. They decided to protest Elon Musk by quitting. He's made changes to the algorithm. Before Elon Musk, Twitter only promoted certain accounts. If you sounded like Britney Spears and had a beard like ZZ Top, Twitter promoted you. If you were a professional victim or you promoted mythical racism, Twitter promoted you. But if you were a normal person or a public figure that spoke out against climate change or sex change, they silenced you. They buried your account. Elon Musk takes over. All of a sudden, people like Brandon Tatum and libs of TikTok, they gain hundreds of thousands of new followers in a matter of days. Elon Musk has improved Twitter more in 4 weeks than the previous regime did in the last 4 years. Hell, maybe the dump divers in the WNBA can convince Elon Musk to buy that dump. Maybe he could work his magic and turn dump diving into professional basketball. The mainstream media has been living in a constant state of fear since Elon Musk took over Twitter. When I got home from lunch today, I noticed a Twitter notification on my phone. It was from CBS News. CBS, one of the largest media companies in the world. They tweeted something to the effect of, "Due to security concerns, we have been inactive on Twitter for several days. After an extensive investigation, we have determined it is almost safe to return to the platform." Several celebrities, public figures, they have deleted their Twitter accounts. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the whoopee cushion on The View deleted her Twitter account. All 3 people that enjoyed smelling the gas that escaped her facial orifice were devastated by that news. The rest of us couldn't give a fuck less. For over a month now, shitfucks have lived in fear as their portal of propaganda has been overrun with normal people. But over the weekend, their worst nightmare became a reality. Woke psychiatrists, they had to turn off their phones. Pharmacies along the east and west coast ran out of Xanax. Home Depot and Lowe's sold out of emotional support shovels. Shitfucks who prefer face to bongo are now staring face to face with their worst fear. Donald Trump has been reinstated to Twitter. This is so devastating. I am so afraid. The hate speech, the factual information, the fake news allegations. This pain, it's too much for me to emotionally handle. Judging by the reaction in the media, you would have thought Elon Musk cut down the woke oak tree. You would have thought he shifted Tesla from making electric vehicles to dangerous gas-powered trucks of the devil. Yesterday morning, a group of birthing persons on MSNBC reacted to Donald Trump rejoining Twitter. Now, I'm going to split this reaction into two different clips because the first clip, MSNBC presented us some classic woke comedy. The second clip I'm going to share, they explained the real reason Donald Trump was allowed to rejoin Twitter. Now let's start with the so-called comedy. This clip features Ayman Mohyeldin. I think I'm saying that last name right. Who fucking cares, really? After listening to him, it's clear his partners call him Ayman Palmy Brown. He's discussing Trump with some unknown dude. This dude's so unknown, producers at MSNBC, they didn't even know his name. Not once did they give us a graphic explaining who the guy was, what he did for a living. Pretty sure he chooses to identify as a woke comedian. Listen to this classic comedy. Roll the film.
On Twitter, it was based off a Twitter poll that he conducted. I think he said like 150 million people voted or something along those lines.
750 million people. 8 billion people wanted me back on Twitter. I'm back. You know it. I know it. I belong here. Freedom is back.
Who do you think is more nervous about Trump being back on Twitter, Ron DeSantis or Mike Pence?
I'm sorry.
I think between the two of them, they probably made up like most of the no votes.
Like, Pence is just like, Mother, do you have Ron's number? I'm sorry. Yeah, they're both very nervous. And let me tell you, it's still a big bullhorn for that guy. Yeah. And he's going to use it. And I have to say this, Donald Trump knows how to use that platform.
Oh, that is just too funny. Who is more afraid, Mike Pence or Ron DeSantis? Neither? I'll tell you who's afraid. The two doofus fucks in that segment. Despite the unfunny comedy, the woke comedian, he did make one good point. And this is the reason shitfucks are afraid of Donald Trump rejoining Twitter. He knows how to effectively use the platform. You can make a strong case. Twitter played a large role in Donald Trump getting elected as president. You know why they wanted him off Twitter? You know why they are going into fake outrage because Elon Musk invited him back on the platform? It has been about 2 years since Donald Trump was kicked off Twitter. In those 2 years, the only narrative the public's been given about Donald Trump is the narrative created by the media. He's had no way to respond. I mean, every so often he will be interviewed on Fox News or talk radio, but other than that, Donald Trump was essentially silenced. Now he has a voice. Now he has the ability to respond to the bullshit and propaganda every day. Now the media can't just make up stories about him without resistance. Now don't get it twisted. They're still going to create fairy tales, but now he has the ability to immediately respond. The people can decide who's telling the truth, which is exactly what the media doesn't want. Now, I wouldn't say Donald Trump is trusted, but no one is trusted less than the mainstream media. Okay, so why did Elon Musk allow Donald Trump to rejoin Twitter? What's the reason? Well, the real answer is quite simple. Elon Musk conducted a poll. He allowed the community to vote. Over 150 million votes were cast. 52% said, let Trump back on. Seems pretty simple to us normal people, but we don't have the ability to think like a shit fuck. There has to be something more. There has to be another reason behind this tragedy. Luckily, we have Danielle Moody Mills available to give us the real reason. Well, KC, who in the fuck is that? Come on, guys. You never heard of Danny before? Danny is a self-described social entrepreneur. Now, I know you don't know what that means. I didn't either. I had to look it up on Google. Google defines social entrepreneurs as someone who establishes an enterprise by solving social problems or affecting social change. Translation? Danny makes her living by exploiting mythical racism. She studied under the tutelage of the brilliant minds of Joy Reid and Jemele Hill. Clearly, Danny was paying attention in class. She was a star student. Listen to her explain why Donald Trump was allowed back on Twitter. Watch for yourself.
And I will give it back straight, which is that I'm absolutely disgusted. But what else do we expect from very white, privileged, cis, hetero men protecting each other, because we always mistake wealth and inheritance for genius. So yay, Elon Musk gets what he wants, his buddy back on the air, in order to finish burning down democracy while he finishes burning down the town square.
And on that happy note.
Again, valid point. Armand, my question to you on this is, Elon Musk is not giving us any kind of clarity or insight as to how and why he's doing the things that he's doing, right? Like, he said he wants to create a content moderation council. He said that he's going to deboost negative tweets. He says he's going to reinstate Trump, but he bases it off a Twitter poll. There's no policy here.
Where do I even begin? First of all, I don't think I've ever heard more woke boner words in the span of 5 seconds. White, privileged, cis, hetero. Who in the hell talks like that? According to Danny, Donald Trump rejoining Twitter is a case of straight man, white privilege. 2 straight white dudes looking out for each other. Then she claims Donald Trump coming back to Twitter is going to burn down democracy. After saying that, the 3 dudes on the panel, all 3 possibly pregnant, they laughed like she was telling a joke. What the hell was so funny about it? Danny wasn't even trying to be funny. She was dead serious. Towards the end of that clip, the Pound My Brown guy gave another reason that the shitfucks are concerned for Twitter. Elon Musk is not being transparent. He's not sharing details. There's no policy in place. Twitter used to be our safe space. Now it's dangerous. Elon Musk doesn't owe you an explanation. Elon Musk doesn't owe you a damn thing. He spent $44 billion on this platform, which is about $43 billion more than what it was worth. He can do whatever he wants with it. This is the mainstream media. This is the mainstream media. Is it any wonder why normal people have zero trust in them? That woman who exploits mythical racism for a living, she sat there with a straight face and trying to turn Donald Trump rejoining Twitter into a case of white privilege. This is what they call investigative journalism. This is what MSNBC calls an expert. These people are completely useless, but let me know what you think. According to MSNBC, Donald Trump rejoins Twitter. That's white privilege. Why do you think the media is so afraid of Donald Trump? Give me your reasons. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.